Hello everybody. Welcome to today's stream between Taco and Revenant. Last time we had these two teams on SmithersCast, well, they fought in a beautiful, amazing 19-minute opening camp battle. Hopefully, I think it was 19 minutes. Hopefully we could see that here again today. Last time it was on Carentan Canal Crossing. We have switched on over to Omaha Beach with Artillery Battery as the middle point. I'm your host, Smithers. I play for the competitive PC team Helios. Been in the competitive scene for around 3.5, 4 years now. Hoping to bring you that level of experience to today's stream. Should be a doozy. These two teams are very, very good. Taco came out the winner last time. This time, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big predictions person. I love to just go into the match eyes or with a clear mind, clear everything. We have a Luke's up to the north, though. Luke's is going to make some interesting moves down to the south. Cigaretta. Now, the allies do have the favorable position on Artillery Battery, much more coverage on their side, a little bit more depth as opposed to the Axis, who have a little tiny bit of coverage with some hedgerows and stuff, but beyond that, no bueno for the Axis, and so they tend to play at a little bit of disadvantage, unless of course they can get something cooking up off the opening and get a solid base around Artillery Battery to force the allies to move back a little bit more. Cigaretta with the one truck demolished down to the south. Another truck demolished. Oh no! Revenant loses 2 trucks off the opening. Mamma mia! They did get the garrison up though, so a whole bunch of those blueberries will be waking. I didn't know they were doing truck snipes today. I didn't know they'd be doing one. Truck gets clapped down to the south, but I think everybody had already jumped out. All right, so Taco's going to be off a really good start. Pig fat. Oh, pig fat. Oh, poor pig fat. Yeah, Taco's going to be looking really good. Got a whole bunch of raspberries up to the north. 4th point is Orchards. It went 70 for both sides. We'll have to see how quickly they do play for 5th. Pretty sure there are no rules in this one. Some teams, or some matches you do hear about rules saying, hey, nobody's going to play for 4th for the first 45 minutes or something like that. Explosion happens down below. The Puma comes out victorious against the opening Stewie, or at least one of them. Luke's takes care of the Greyhound, I'm assuming. Yes, okay, so Greyhound and a Stewie get wiped. And Revenant's going to have a little bit of life here after losing a couple opening trucks. Now, the big thing is that they did get down that opening garrison in D7. They will be able, so they're able to respond with that. Now, if Taco would have came in with truck snipes back towards the middle of the C column, then we could be looking at 4th point pressure on Orchards already. But in this case, it will not be that. Yeah, and the Axis have gotten control back of everything. Looking really good. Luke's gets clapped behind. Commanding today for the Axis is Faded. For allies, I'm assuming it's Hound Dog 7. Don't see the commander on the screen. Not quite yet. Puma's still working their way around the back. Don't see. Oh, there he is. Hound Dog 7 over there in the supply truck at Middle HQ. Doing the things that commanders got to do. And in some games, it's kind of peaceful. You drive around in the supply truck. You know you have this cruise around. Oh, they did get the Puma stuck. Agent Stone. They did get it wedged. Very interesting. I didn't think it was... I wonder how they managed to get in at that angle. Agent Stone somehow got through there. Okay, so Revenant will come out with the opening cap, even though it looked extremely favorable for Taco. Alrighty. And Taco will be forced back into the G column. Good opening cap here by the Axis. Got one Stewie down below. Allies going with a double Stewie opening, of course. 10 getting closer to the medium 75. Does exchange blows there with Don and Sanus. Church control. Let's go take a look above church control. This will be a very key part for both sides. Is if the Allies are able to get control of this, then they can push westward and start creating a wrap. Plus, they got some good sight lines on top of the church. We all know you can get some solid sniping done from up here. Machine guns, AT rockets. Even seen a AT gun built up here one time. I mean, you have to be super careful with that, as it's mega tricky. Forgot what game that was, though. Forgot what game. But Hickory down below. Pentacle, a bunch of raspberries over here off the backside. Hound Dog 7 checking out Win 70, making sure everything's okay. That Puma did release itself from that jam it was in. They're looking okay now. A little bit of wrapping going on to the north. Guap the Goblin. Trying to watch over artillery battery. Got a pretty good angle here. They got that beautiful sunset out in the distance. Not happy with the angle right there. Gonna try something else. Yeah, that's the problem with MGs. I mean, sometimes you get into really good positions and you get a whole bunch of targets. In other games, you're staring at, you're getting one good spot and nothing is coming your way, man. Does take out Hades, and you're like, oh, come on. But that's the problem with that, or that's the thing with MGs, is you got to stay dedicated. You got to hold certain lanes, or else, because the team is depending on you to hold certain lanes. Builda. Big fat. Build the waves, big fat. Arty. Equalizes the tree. Line looks pretty stable. Taco building up their garrisons, got their forward positioning all good to go. Doesn't look like we're using SPA today. Using HQ artillery instead. Tanks for the Axis already. First Tigers and 76ers should be spawned momentarily. Sub-C trying to crawl, I believe. Oh, look at Sub-C. Trying to go across here. You know what? I think we should stick with Sub-C for a little bit. At least to see it's the current, let's say he started at the 1 hour 20, maybe 20 mark or something like that. The dedication is unreal. He is an AT loadout going to the opposite side. The Sherman is over there. Sub-C still moving. Desperately trying to get to the other side, hoping no allied raspberry notices him. And I don't think anybody is actually in that range. The closest person would be Surhi, I think, up on the rooftop. But Surhi isn't looking that angle. You got Titty. John Matrix down here. Titty building a nice little repair station for his Sherman 75. Intake Ambition attempting the edge map as well. So Intake Ambition says, all right, get up off your old legs. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Sub-C still crawling. Both the Saint Zin and the other SL that was moving. And Take Ambition. Both get gunned down, and Sub-C's like, who's the dummy now there, am I? And Sub-C's gonna keep crawling to make it out of this. Oh, it was perfect. Golfy. Now, Subsea is going to have to be so careful with how he stands up. Atako getting really good control of the north. Have pushed back to, or pushed through Church over to the west side in D6. Subsea, what does loadout does Subsea have? Let me just take a look. Is it the Car 98? Yeah, okay, it is the Car 98. So no sneaky satchel plays will be happening. One rocket will go off and they'll immediately... Oh no, Subsea! Taking shots from... Oh, takes out Golfy! The journey of Subsea. Gonna bandage here real quick. The 75 knows he's there. Oh, Subsea, buddy. All that way. What a shame. Pulls out the Panzerschreck, hoping to get at least one rocket in for all this effort. And Subsea. Oh. Okay. Very nice. Okay, artillery battery looks strong, but the north solidly goes in favor of Taco. Now they're going to be able to expect some bodies to get on top of the church here, so they could start at least harassing the blueberries over there in artillery battery. Libby down below going up against Pickle Rick. Libby wins some 1 versus 1 with ease. Get a POV of Libby here. If it'll let me. Libby doing some slow peeks. Map situation. Libby checks it. Front door pressure continues on. First 76 on its way. And the first Tiger, I think, was just spawned. Oh, no first Tiger yet. Still waiting on the first Tiger. We got a Panzer IV and another P4 to the west of the hard cap. Then we have a Luke's over there to the north on the road. Pest Daddy. Wins the 1 versus 1, but Nate UK comes up with another shot. First bombing run of the match coming in for the Axis over here on the front line. Sirhi will get blasted. Not too sure if the bombing run will have the distance to get those raspberries. No, it will not. Okay. Medium 75 cruisers down below. Gonna help mop up some of these blueberries that have penetrated. Raspberries all around here. Haven't been able to... They've... Revenant able to get some more control. Push back towards Church. The garrison is hot. Randy Bobandy versus Mufasa Valatutu. Panzer IV peeking out, looking for that first... No Tiger yet for Revenant. They're looking like we have a tank crew over there to the southwest. May see that spawned in momentarily. But this first 76 is going to come up a little bit closer here. Panzer IV is going to relocate. Viking inside the bunker. Viking peeks out. Blast! Easy with the shotgun. Always love to see those close shotgun blasts. Washer to the back with the rocket. Hades coming inside to go thin. Viking. Hades with the MP40. Bunker is clear. Now Viking may have placed down a satchel. That is very common for players to do when they feel like they're going to be surrounded. Rocket assist from Titoni. combination with a round from the P4 cleans that BDM-75 on up. But the 76 is not too far away. Taco deciding to keep their armor over here in the G column for right now. Airhead, bombing run combo. Bombing run's going to go over artillery battery to the back. Going to wipe easy, most likely. Yes, it does. Going to damage that P4. I think it did knock out that garrison, right? Yes. The garrison was right behind there, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And the next garrison will be back a little bit farther. No flanking pressure yet. Now, Taco is keeping an outpost from Recon up here in H3. Way up there. They want to keep an eye out for those sneaky backline players who tend to use the map edge. And then that way, Terror Squad's OP can be used. And they can respond to that if necessary. Nothing in the backline from Taco on Revenant's side. We do have some raspberries up to the north, but nothing too serious. Oh, Panzer IV gets clamped down below. I thought they were full health, but I guess not. Yeah, last time we saw 6 captures in the first, I want to say 45, 50 minutes or something, but tonight it's a little bit less. I mean, granted, it's only 19 minutes in. Got to keep that in mind. But there was a wild Carentan Canal crossing, that's for sure. Pretty tame so far, though. Pretty tame. Strigo. Pentagoal. Strigo. Pentagoal looks to peek, and... yes! Second shot. MG42 in the action by Splitty. Using this Belgian gate here to jump on top of the building. See how many raspberries Splitty is able to get from this angle. See if we're able to get a good little clip of him mowing down a whole bunch, maybe. Either that, or I mean, keep in mind, Splitty's offering some good suppression as well. Taco's trying to push up. One more round for Splitty. Player goes down the distance. Very even front line. No backline shenanigans. You have King Squad that has made their way a little bit farther to the back. That is going to be Leon. Leon, of course, has had a good history of doing these sort of things. Now, Leon's going to have a opportunity here, but the Tiger is over there to the left, which may have seen him. Oh, the Tiger saw Leon. Tiger crew. Gold up. Emir. Simpsy. Barrel pointed right at Leon. Oh, poor Leon. Nothing much you could do. He's going to try to frag a little bit. Garrison's over there to the south, wide in the open. It's so that Revenant can have enough space to put one on artillery battery. Puma over there to the right. Is anybody in this Puma? Puma is abandoned. Nobody's in there. Leon takes out Gold Up. And hey, a little bit of a benefit here. This Tiger crew will be down to 2 people. Leon will cruise up here to the front line, knowing that he's been found. May just decide to put down an outpost just for the hell of it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, 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 easy. Gets the shot right at the neck. And Leon will have no OP. Tiger sounded like it took 1 round, or it could have been the Puma. Not too sure. Taco's getting a little bit closer here. Trying to break through, get in these trenches, establish some outposts, get in the bunker. And force Revenant to pull bodies back from other parts of the map. Do have a Stewie cruising around to the top of our screen. Stewie, 4th gearing it. Oh, but the Tiger sees him. Okay. Oh, yeah. Stewie got spotted. Belda, Wolf. Blore. Both sides trying to get into each other. No, Blore comes out ahead. The artillery round cancels it out, though. Taco is going to have a little bit of a chance here to get more bodies on the east side. You have Love Squad and Easy Squad's outposts, though, on the road. Those outposts will put a little damper in Taco's ability to establish that front line. Corey down below. Over to our right, the P4 gets right to the right of the little stone wall there. Chirac comes around, gets 1. Corey gets the outpost. Battaglia all get cleared. Already, I mean, Revenant's doing a really good job of... I mean, they've got control of this road, which is very key. This is where the Allies tend to hold on to set up their attack in combination up to the north. But Revenant gets control over here, and now they'll be able to reallocate these bodies to the north and get some flanking pressure on this Taco presence. And we may see a nice little box out, potentially. Taco may start committing maybe a medium down here to the road to help clean this up if they're able to win some of these armor engagements. They get the Panzer IV to deter them for right now. But the Allies may throw a medium 75 down there to help soften that all up. Philip Yakov, the Pebble. Slowly pushing forward here. Taco's got pretty much full control over the north. He's got the 1 Jig Squad outpost. And Revenant will need to think about throwing some of these extra bodies down to the south. They have a decent little chunk down here of blueberries that could be thrown elsewhere. Really don't need that many down to the south to help hold that. Because this is going to be all open fields that is going to be impossible to cross pretty much for both sides. Private Nico looks like going to be keeping an eye over this. Got this nice little spot right here. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah. Going to set up the BAR real quick. Takes a shot in the head, but doesn't flinch too much. Going to reload. Oh, did I, I started the wrong stream. It's supposed to be Taco vs. Revenant. Alright, I'm gonna go fix that real quick. 1 second, everybody. Well, nobody's in this tank. Bombing runs coming through along with the pre-strike. Airhead was called in for Taco to the east. Right on the road here. But Revenant still has a decent amount of bodies front door. Oh! Rocket barely misses from Big Fat. 76 is down here and doesn't have a crew in it. So we have a 76 that doesn't have a crew in it, and then the 75 that doesn't have a crew in it. They may be... not too sure. Let me just go and fix this stream, though, real quick. Gecko. Okay, I think we're all good now. Just have to fix that. .76 down below behind the stone wall. We have another airhead. Seeing things. I swore they just dropped an airhead, unless there was something else. .176 for the Allies, making their way forward. Okay, Taco looks to be getting up a little bit more firepower here at a concentrated area. 2 heavies, raspberries, airhead. I'm just waiting for the infantry to be able to get inside the bunker. We have 1 Tiger. And then we have the P4 up to the very far north. Tiger down to the far south. Very good fight off the opening, though. Very, very... I mean, this is a solid back and forth. Taco looks to have pretty damn good control over the north versus what they had before. Revenant not able to really get any reflank garrisons up. Do have Tear up to the north, but they need it. Revenant needs like to get a garrison even far up north right this, so they can leak some SLs around to counterattack Church from somewhere. But they're starting to slowly get boxed in this square area, not able to spread out too much, which is going to allow Taco to get a lot more firepower around the hard cap. Bomber run on its way. This will be a Taco bomber run coming through the back of the hard cap. Oh, looks like it's making Dino. It does get Dino. Okay. Everybody else, though, is just on the outside of it. The garrison does survive as well. Garrison was placed a little bit farther to the west this time. Yeah, it's one of those things where you can always mix up your garrison locations just a little bit in order for the commanders to not allow them to drop a bombing run in the same spot over and over again. Because if they get a garrison... Oh, the Tiger gets clapped from the... where was that? 76 to 1 up here by... Or no, it could have been the 75 by Church, maybe. I think the 76s were behind too much coverage to get that in. What if the 75 had an angle? But yeah, if you put your garrison in the same exact spot over and over again, then you can... Then the enemy commander could say, oh, well, I'll just keep dropping the bomber on the same spot. I'll keep getting the garrison. Now, of course, on some maps like Foy, it's going to be a little bit too difficult to mix up your garrison locations that much. And so maps like that, totally understand. But on Omaha, you'd have a little bit of movement. You can shift them to one side or the other. Revenant's still able to hold on. Taco gaining more and more map control. You see one Raspberry over there to the back. That's GrimXK. Dino has snuck through, burned an outpost in the building, but is not able to make it to the 76s. No precision strike yet here today. Blueberries temporarily clear out the hard cap. If you're just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this friendly matchup. Oh, a couple rockets over there to the side of the 76. Wamahoo. Hope 76 dies behind the hedge for some more coverage. But yes, if you're just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this friendly matchup between Taco and Revenant here on Omaha Beach. With artillery battery as the middle point. 176 may have just gotten clapped. Yes, it did. They did on the opposite side of the hedge. Yes, they did. Okay, so we got the double rocket play, plus the clap at attempt to the back. They think it was coming from the P4. But yes, if, we have seen one cap on artillery battery going to Revenant off the opening. Even though Taco was able to get a couple trucks, Revenant was able to get their opening garrison placed down to the south to help bring up a whole bunch of blueberries that got wiped out of those transport vehicles. And remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. If you have any questions, go drop them in chat. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Or one of the other lovely people that are part of the stream who will know a whole bunch about Hella Loose as well. You can always respond. Sherman 75 just rolls through the north part of the circle, takes a rocket, just trying to burn some OPs maybe. Remember, the new meta is just rushing 75s and the other mediums, big chicken stage name, all over the place, as they're cheap and very effective. Rocket ricochets out the front. Dino looks to place a satchel on the side, is not able to get it in time. Blueberry's clearing out the hedges. 75 gets destroyed, I believe. Yes. Another armor threat eliminated. Dino coming over to the side of the 76. This 76 is burning like crazy. Shadow, Locosito, Captain Cookie. Oh, man. I don't think this Jumbo's going to make it out of this one. This may be a little bit too much. They got smoke coming from everywhere. We have a bombing run on its way. This bombing run's gonna... Oh, unfortunately, it's gonna miss his 76. Axie Courage. Mufasa Vala Tutu. And it could get a couple blueberries. Yes, it does. 2 blueberries, 2 raspberries. Meanwhile, we have this taco push from the north. Got a couple SLs moving in along the hedges. Even though Revenant's able to make a little bit of ground eastward to force back that heavy, they got a big problem up to the top of artillery battery. And these raspberries are getting inside the trenches. Teku. Magic. Oh, Teku. Magic's going to rush forward here. Key frags going on right now. These raspberries can be able to get up close, start burning outposts, locking the garrison maybe. Magic going inside. Nope. The side's against it. Gets wiped. Garrison is... Oh, it's not inside the bunker. It's on the outside. Okay. Satchel goes off. Clears a little chunk. Taco still very, very good pressure. Total control over the north. We do have 1 Luke's coming down the road. 2-person Luke's, I believe. Yeah, 2-person Luke's. This light tank crew looking to just rush on in here, I guess. Let's get a POV of the light tank. A little bit of driver error. I'm gonna back up real quick. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Athens and Israeli soldier. Did they get it wedged? It looks like their little ride is gonna come up short. Oh, you know, Athens is just cussing like a sailor right now. Can they get it out? Oh, man. Doesn't look like it. Israeli soldier jumps out. Oh, the 76 is coming right up the road. Oh, no. And the 76 has themselves a nice little stack. Artillery battery holding strong. And just as I say that, actually, Taco gets a whole bunch of raspberries inside of here. Tyranny, Lemon S25, Angry Devil. Everybody going to start stacking that hardpoint cap weight. Revenant has lost. They don't have a garrison over here to the north or to the direct west. The closest one they have is down to the south, which forces the blueberries to have to run across to the open. Oh, man, what a round. Comes in and clears that little chunk. Corey. OP gets wiped by, I think, the tank round. Raspberries up to the top. Trying to come on in, but Revenant forcing him out. Lord Vistameister. Working through the trenches. Puma runs through it. Misses a rocket. Got the Puma go. Red and Agent Stone doing some work here. Just helping to clean up these hedges with this mobile Puma. I'm guessing they got 2 outposts at least so far. And now they're going to work their way behind the 75. Oh, no. They will not. Taco still has a very good presence, though, to the east. Revenant gains back control, or control over the church again. Spreading out now, trying to find Taco's OPs. Dump, Mags, Strigo, Nate UK, Donnie over here. Pentacle. Runs out of ammo. Oh. Pentacle comes out on top. Taco begins to, if they still got their tanks right beyond that hedge, haven't committed them directly to the hard cap. Reinforce is about to run out for the Axis. It's Hickory now is going to burn a nice outpost. Garrison gets locked. McGann over here. Going to begin dismantling. Pentacle comes up to support, and there we go. Supplies will get dismantled, and that will get all cleaned up. And Taco will get control of the church again. Don't have too much action to the far north. Just got a few raspberries up here. Leon. Trying to scooch his way around to the far back. Pickle Rick as well. But Revenant not giving up completely. Not giving that side of the map up completely. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where the Axis have such a good, the Allies have such a good depth at which they could set up their outposts and garrisons, tanks. Whereas the Axis, they got a couple hedgerows, man, and beyond that, not so much. That's why the Allies can take their time and set up shop a little bit better to attack this hardpoint. Jackson going inside the bucket. Now Jackson could have a really nice proxy satchel here. Oh, no, will not have it. 10. Holding out the edge of the bunker, going to bandage real quick. Bomber run is on its way, it sounds like. This will be a Taco bomber run. Outside the bunker we go. Double rounds coming towards the Panzer IV, but it's still alive. Athens going to try to back up. Burning a little bit. Just fine, though. He's got to find a safe spot to repair. Really, I mean, this is really close still. Nobody's out of this game. Splitty adjusts his MG spot a little bit. Look at all those targets, except, of course, got to remember that Splitty, there's a lot of coverage in between that and everything. Just the ambient camera, we could see all the highlights and everything. $40 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Yeah, Taco's able to get some pressure on it, but every time they get close to maybe getting some significant cap weight, they get forced out. Revenant doing a really good job of counterattacking, especially around the church area. Taco was looking really good earlier with the potential full wraparound, but Revenant was able to fight back. It's looking spicy, that's for sure. What it looks like on the back of a tank. Unless artillery comes in. Rocket to the side of the jumbo. Revenant begins pushing out just a little bit. We have a Tiger, Panzer IV over to the back line. We do have Able Squad, Lord Vissameister coming around to see if there's a little gap in Revenant's great radar network for something to happen. That's always a tough part where you're in the back line. You're looking out, trying to see, okay, where do they have a spawn at? The Sandal got placed though, it did. Shadow jumps out. Start dismantling. Locosito. And they get it. And they save the 76. A lot of bodies in one area though. Man, if they got a Arty shell to fall there, that would have been beautiful. Bombing run coming through the back here. Looks like it'll just... they'll tickle the 76 down there. Get a raspberry, I think. Yeah, it sure does. Okay. And the repair station. Pebble jumps out, starts to repair. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this friendly between Revenant and Taco. Been an extremely solid one-cap game so far. And for those of you coming from the other stream that I had up, I'm sorry about that. I was making my streams for the week, and I accidentally selected the wrong one and started that stream that was supposed to happen tomorrow. And I know some of you are waiting in the other one for it to start. So I apologize for that. Don Insanus, Kurtz on IP. Ranker looking to get control of this building. We have Baron, Baron up to the top. Bandaging real quick. In the bathroom. Thinking about taking a quick dump. Pokes out. Grenades go off. Baron goes back into the bathroom. Don Insanus! No! Oh, Baron! He decides to run up top. Gain a little temporary advantage. Don Insanus uses the bathroom real quick. As is needed sometimes in war. Now Baron finds a safe spot here. What a rapid little... Oh, Baron! Has the Panzerschreck ready. Now Baron peeks around. Looks down the stairs. Thinking about it. Remember, Albaran has the Car 98. It's going to be at a little bit of disadvantage versus the M1 Grands. Valor tries to run to the aid of his buddy, but dies outside. Albaran looks for his enemy. Oh, shoots Don Insanus right in the back. Kurtz 1 IP comes around, sees his dead buddy. Oh, no. Kurtz 1 IP. Oh, fires. Okay, cleans up Albaran. Nice little house exchanges. A little bit more movement here in the back line. Guap the Goblin. Back with the assault kit. Mows down quite a few. Got G13 Wolf in support. Panzer for Burning to our left. Don't know if it has a satchel on it, though. Looks like they're okay. Wonder if that's the PC Athens. There's a very famous tanker on the PC side who is also named Athens. Stewie into the back. One shot for the Stewie, I think. Oh, 2 shots, maybe. Panther 4 turns around. Oh, no. Stewie's going to have to adjust. No. Panther 4 collapsed. Okay, backline looks generally secure. Hound Dog 7 in the supply truck, though, able to sneak around throughout all that and get a garrison up here in the backline. We also have 2 Belgian gates built around a repair station. Very interesting. Wonder if they're using that as sort of a protection mechanism. Tiger sees the supply truck, clears it up. Hound Dog 7 still alive, though. I'm waiting to maybe see if a... Oh, boy, here we go. Intake Ambition, sees the garrison, is going to be able to take out Strafing Run. Oh, okay. Oh, Strafing Run did wipe out the Allied commander. Okay, so no more backline shenanigans. It was noticed. Cleaned up. We have 1 Luke's up to the north. Once again, no real threats over to the back line. We do a Baker squad, though, does manage to make their way through. Baker squad could have a really nice, fully loaded outpost to flood towards the enemy line and wrap all this up slowly but surely. Donnie. Grenade bounces. Dextro. Oof. Arty. Gonna keep going here. Tyranny's up next, maybe. Tyranny! Oh, Tyranny takes him. Luke's is still cruising around, maybe just to drive through 170 on each side. Or 170 real quick. You know, sometimes that's what you see, is you see light tanks maybe just drive on back, go into the enemy hard cap, chill there for a little bit, see if they can cause some cap play, pull some enemies back, maybe have a little fun. Libby trying to go to the back of the 75. Don't think the 75 had a satchel placed on it. Oh, they did! To the top right, Private Nico. And Damkier are going to go Bababadooey here in just a few seconds. And down she goes. Alrighty. Taco, losing armor, losing raspberries, but still holding the front line. House Squad is around the back. House Squad is a tank crew. Oh, from the Lukes. Looking for garrisons. Yep. Agent Stone has found it. Takes it out. Gecko. Gecko probably wondering, where did these guys come from? Gecko looks to replace the garrison now. And there we go. Supplies in the area ready to be used. Tank Commander Red. You're gonna see what he could do on the front line, maybe. Gonna move on to that garrison, I think. Gecko's down here just monitoring everything. Taco has 1, 2, 3 tanks here on the front line ready to be used for a push, but they're holding off for right now. Gecko comes out to see what is going on with this garrison and wipes out another raspberry. From his end, at least. Tiger down to our bottom left has some barricades. Okay, not stilts, just some barricades down below. Tiger wipes one of the tanks, maybe. We just see what that explosion was real quick. We have ourselves a medium 75. A little bit of a spawn wave over there to the back. Revenant does not have anything in that key spot yet again. Nothing to the north. They got the garrison over by Orchards. Panzer IV and a recon tank coming down to the south. Taco's going to have a little bit of a chance here to exploit this. Lord Vistameister leading the charge into the hard cap. Yep, Taco, once again, gaining pretty good map control. Double airheads being called in. We have airhead from Revenant falling in G6-ish. And then we have the counter airhead from Taco going over to the back of artillery battery. Just one OP, though, to the rears. I mean, the airhead is falling. Let's see if the Panzer IV's right by. Airhead's falling in the little complex. Panzer IV takes around. Jackson to the right, looking to place a satchel on, but the Panzer IV should be able to run around him. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, Panzer IV is able to splash. A nice play there by Athens, an Israeli soldier. clean that up, even though they'll most likely get taken down here in just a second. The most important thing was wiping that airhead. Revolve. Oh. Battaglia. Battaglia stays alive. Revolve with a solid triple frag. Last support player left. Revolve jumps. Battaglia stays in the corner. Revolve. Bombing run on its way from Taco, heading over the middle of artillery battery. Mahu gets toasted on top of the bunker. And in that little spot wave, got 4 blueberries. And, oh, Looney, barely on the edge of it, will come out alive. Hey, this is one of those situations where even though Taco has fantastic map control, they just can't break the Revenant defense. Revenant holding strong. Under 25 minutes left to go, everybody. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick if you could, please. Maxi Courage, TD. Come to the left. I mean, Taco, there's nothing really I would change with Taco. They have control over the church. They can set up MGs on the church if they want to. They got good control over here. This is what you want to see from an offense. Now it's just all about grinding forward and breaking this line, this defensive line here, so you can get some outposts on the east side of artillery battery bunker and just keep rushing them forward so you can push the Axis out of the trenches. Now it's all just a matter of time, I think. And then the wild card is going to be how Taco plays their armor here to maybe break the deadlock or the stalemate that the infantry have on one another. Agent Stone, red. We're kind of excited probably to make their way back there, but unfortunately for them, the 76 was waiting to eat them on up. And if you're interested in competitive Helios and want to learn more about it, you can check out the Discord link in the video description, where you can join as a PC recruit, console recruit, or a casual member. Tyranny down below there to the right side. Panther 4 dealing with a few raspberries to the back. Pentacle has made, and then got the outpost inside here. Pentacle gets wiped, but the outpost is still alive. Now we could see Taco just send 6 bodies to see if they're able to flicker the cap weight. Angry Devil spawning on in. Devil's going to begin looking around the circle. Randy Bobandy. Oh, Randy Bobandy. Oh, Randy Bobandy comes out ahead. Corey to the outside. The circle cap weight not quite enough to start any real pressure. The 76 is moving slightly upward here. Getting a different angle on the blueberries. A tank marked over here to the back line. We do have a Stewie that's back here. Taco, once again, fantastic positioning. Just can't get enough raspberries within striking distance of all the blueberries that are holding out in the trenches here. Trying to push out from the bunker. Splitty, relocating once again to this shed. Yeah, I mean, kudos to Revenant, just constantly able to offset each one of these individual taco pushes so they don't all come together as one. I mean, we see Taco get pressure, and they look like they're about there. Then Revenant is able to just wedge right between them, prevent them from really combining all their forces. And they pick them off a little by little. .176 begins to push this side of the hedge, though. They get Pepper to the side with some rounds. Panzer IV's right there to maybe could possibly knock him out. Nope, 76 relocates their frontal armor towards him. And but Lou Baron, El Baron comes over to the side and gets the finishing rocket. Nice teamwork to thwart yet another Taco advance. Garrison's got reestablished over here. Revenant still doesn't have one in D5, D6 area. Looking for one being placed up here by Charlie Squad. Taco still once again, though. I mean, they got plenty of... Look at all this. They got plenty of spawn points and manpower ready to thrust right inside. But they just cannot break the defensive ring. Panzer IV attempts a push here on the 76. 76 a little bit distracted for the infantry. Have a satchel on the left-hand side. Shadow, Locosito, Captain Cookie. Got to run into the P4. Panzer IV pushes off, knowing that they're screwed anyways. Jumbo, gonna do a little flipperooski. Satchel, about 7 seconds away from going off. Jumbo does spin around in time and knock him out, but they do go Bubba Badooey. Everything's holding strong. 16 minutes. Well, does Taco have an ace up their sleeve, everybody? We have a half-track on their way, I think. Half-track, yes, from Hound Dog 7. Another Jumbo coming up from the beach. And we got a medium 75 from the middle. Where will Hound Dog 7 put this? Got to be oh so careful here. Maybe right here? Looks like this is going to be the spot. Half-track is placed, ready to go. Hound Dog 7 jumps out. Rounds begin to come right by. We got a whole bunch of blueberries on their way over, though. Oh, no. Oh, that half-track driving. Hound Dog 7 just looking to hold this position for one big spawn. Outpost over there to the back. Libby comes around the corner. Comes through the building. Libby takes out the commander. Hood. Libby with the satchel. No, gets gunned down at the last second. But Libby will report that back to his squad lead saying, hey, there's a freaking half-track right by me. Satchel in his hand. Don't know what the cooldown for the bombing run for Revenant is, but we do have Taco that's got more pressure up to the north. They're really closing in now. Revenant may think about dedicating more, throwing more of those bodies from the south just back to the circle. Kurtz 1 AP, Looney inside. Lemon S25 again. Lord Vistameister coming around. Pest Daddy, Angry Devil, 2 AT players looking to disrupt the Axis armor positions. One Tiger for Revenant over there to the back. Wamahu with the MG42 looking around, making sure that no flanking shenanigans are going on. Bombing run on its way. Dual bombing runs, actually. Both commanders dropping them at the same time. Let's see how they work out. Oof. I think Taco came out a little bit ahead there. May see some flickering. Yep, there we go. A little bit of camp progress. Greyhound down below, taking one shot. Is that the P4? I think it was the P4. No, it was the Puma. Okay, Puma gets taken out. Taco lose that half track? I think they did. Yeah, they did. Okay, no more half track for Taco. 76 begins to get a little bit closer. Everybody's on the attack now. Taco committing all its tanks. Well, hold on. We got 275 still that they're able to throw in if necessary. But the Jumbo's pushing around. Greyhound gets destroyed down to the bottom. Tigers to the far south. Oh, man. The Lukes. Two-person Lukes. Comes around and takes out a repair station, I believe. Yep. There goes the Lukes. Let's see if they take a left. Oh, the rocket forces them to take a left. They burn an outpost. That's what they're talking about. That Luke's ride was worth it. Able to take up an outpost. Got a repair station. Panzer IVs also come around the side. Got a few side shots on the 76. 76 pointing their armor at them, though. Pointing their frontal armor. Yep, Panzer IV's not going to be able to pin that. Jumbo lines up. Gets one shot on in. Sergeant Diak comes around to the side, but Sergeant Diak is just an SL. Won't be able to get anything in him, but 2 rockets for G13 Wolf and Hood. Take care of the Axis medium. Oh man, it's crazy what happens in the final minutes of a game. How the adrenaline just gets to everybody and everything starts clicking for one side or the other. Look at all those raspberries. Nobody's really outside of sector. We got a couple to the north along with a Stewie. Tacos over 50% cap now. Revenant trying to force their way in. But they've got a lot of raspberries inside the bunker. Gonna need to see a satchel or something. Look at that map positioning. Oh my gosh. Tacos all the way in there. We got a Stewie over there to the rears. Here we go though. Let's go take a look inside the bunker. Nope, we're not gonna be able to. All the blueberries get wiped. Artycio, no satchel from Artycio. Walking up to the bunker with the car 98, shoots Jackson right in the back. Oh, some more player. Angry Devil. They gotta go inside and clear this bunker. Oh, there's only one raspberry left. 2 raspberries. Leon, G13 Wolf on the inside. 76 that was crashed inside, to the right part of the circle, I think. And we got the 75 2 to help support. And Taco will look to get the second cap of the game. There it is, everybody. Mamma mia, what a long fight over artillery battery. Gosh. Taco able to break through the middle and get enough bodies inside. And had that nice wraparound to the north in order to add some crossfire into the hard cap as well. And Revenant was forced to respond to all those different areas. Still got 8 minutes left though. 8 over till the fat lady sings. Couple rockets sailed into the back of the Tiger, so that's taken care of. And then we just saw down here, we got a Stewie. Okay, so the Stewie. Revenant resets all their OP, so got the frontline garrison. Orchards, though, facing a little bit of camp pressure. Taco ready to go for the post camp. Pickle Rick, Mr. Yufka. Angry Devil. And then we have Guap the Goblin over there to the far right. No blueberries in sight. The closest garrison they have is to the east. They have one up there to the northwest, and then to the south. Oh, but I don't think they're gonna lose this. I think it's just gonna be pulling bodies off the front line with so few minutes remaining. Airhead called in by Taco. Gonna be landing right in the middle of the hard cap. Intake ambition. Gonna be first to meet. Gonna be first to get some contact here. Take Ambition going to sit down the outpost just in case. Mag Strigo coming up to the top of our screen towards the hard camp. Now the airhead does land safely, everybody. So Taco's going to have a legitimate chance to get a spawn wave off right in the middle of the circle. I'm kind of curious how many bodies they're going to commit here. They may send a fat chunk. Let's see. The airhead should be spawning in about next 10 seconds or so. I am so curious. Oh my gosh, look at that big wave. Whole bunch make their way on in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're definitely going for it. Yeah, they're sending everybody. Revenant in strong control of artillery battery, but that's not going to matter. Taco knows that they have the cap advantage, and they're throwing everybody at this. They don't want to have to worry about a last-minute Revenant push over their middle of artillery battery. And it looks like Taco will be going up 4-1 here. Yes, they will. Alrighty, with 5 minutes left to go, Taco looking nice and pretty to clean this all up. Oh, Revenant held on for so long. Oh my gosh. MG42 action from Splitty. Exacts some revenge. Wow. I mean, Revenant held artillery battery for so long. Oh. Brutal. It was just that final northern slip through that they're able to pile up extra bodies along the hedge and just funnel inside the trenches, with able to link on in with the infantry that were pushing the hard cap. I think that was the main thing that did it. Of course, I mean, there were tanks destroyed, obviously, in the backline, but I don't think I saw all those. But mamma mia, what a game. Don Insanus. Stick at that one. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Revenant still has some outposts on the outside. They got the one garrison by Les Isles. Halftrack placed in the HQ just in case they need it. This will be a bombing run from Taco, I think, on the border, going for that launch garrison. So they'll get a few friendlies. Counter bombing run coming in by Revenant. Got some small movement back here. Don't really have enough outposts. May see a garrison placed over there to the north. A couple of outposts get burned. Jakku, Donnie entering the circle. Little bit of cap pressure on 5th. Taco sends a whole wave up there from that launch garrison on the border. However, Revenant is winning the cap fight on 4th. Revenant with plenty of spawn points around. I think they have... Oh, hold on, maybe not. They got 1, 2... They got 3 spawn points. I could thread that on in, but I don't think Reinforce was just dropped on Orchards. Is there enough raspberries here? I didn't think Taco really had anything in the sector. They're starting to shift back to the east now. Whole wave working back towards the orchards. Oh, cap progress is going to go in favor of Taco on 5th. Revenant has the half track back there, but at this point they may just say, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. And the 5th point cap weight should be enough. Yes, it was. With 2 seconds left to go on the clock, Taco will walk away with the 5-0, but the 5-0 won't tell the full story, of course. Keep in mind that there's a very, very solid 80 minutes or so, 80-minute back and forth between both sides of an artillery battery. Very, very good game. Taco able to finally get the edge towards the end. Revenant playing really good defense all around, though. I mean, it just, gosh. Oh, man, you hate to see that when somebody holds a point for so long. Trust me, I've been there plenty of times. It's rough. You hold a point for so freaking long, man. The enemy breaks through in the final minutes of the game. Oh, it can be so rough. All right, everybody. Well, congratulations to Taco for taking home the victory today here on Omaha Beach. I'm going to have one more stream later tonight. That will be between a couple Latin American teams, Legion Condor, and then 360. That'll be on the PC side. And we're going to be playing Omaha Beach Arty Battery again. It should be fun. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button. Before you take off, if you have any questions, go drop a comment below. And, of course, if you're interested in competitive Helios, be sure to check out the Discord link in the video description. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, buddy.